Hey everyone, Alex here with another big update from around the NFL. And of course our Kansas City Chiefs. But before we jump into all the action I have, to stop for a second and ask you something because I know the truth and you know it too. Most of you watch my videos every single week, but you still have not subscribed. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button right now. It takes 1 second. And it makes sure you never miss the latest Chiefs news, the big trade updates, and all the stories that shape this season. All right now, let us get into it, because today we are talking about something huge. The trades around the NFL are just getting started. The rumors are flying, the hype is building. And yes, we have to talk about Jaxson Dart, who is suddenly all over the news. And I promise this is going to be one of those videos where you hear stuff you have not heard anywhere else, so stay locked in. So here is the deal. Every single year, around this time, teams start moving quietly. They pick up the phone, they test the waters, and they begin making moves that can completely change the season. One trade today can change a team's future for years to come, and we are starting to see that energy building across the league. This is not just about 1 or 2 deals. This is the beginning of something bigger. And if you are a Chiefs fan, you know how much a single trade can shift momentum. Remember, when the team brought in Kadarius Toney, people laughed at first, but then he turned into a Super Bowl playmaker. So yeah, trades matter. And right now, the entire NFL is buzzing. Now let us talk about the quarterback. Everyone is suddenly hyping Jaxson Dart. His name has been on fire across social media, and you cannot scroll for more than 2 seconds without seeing people debating whether he is the next breakout star. Some are calling him the future face of the league. Others think it is too early. But one thing is clear, he has the attention of both fans and front offices. And that tells me we are about to see some moves involving him, or at the very least, some serious talks. No. I know what you are thinking. Alex, come on, the Chiefs already have Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in the world. Why are we talking about Jaxson Dart? Well, here is why. Because when a young quarterback gets hype around the league, it sets off a chain reaction. Teams that feel like they are just a quarterback away suddenly start calling. They start moving other players. They shuffle draft picks. And before you know it, the whole trade market starts heating up. Think about it this way. If one team out there thinks Dart is their answer, they might be willing to trade away veterans, maybe a top wide receiver, maybe a shutdown corner. And guess what? Those players could end up in Kansas City, because Brett Veach is always looking for ways to upgrade this roster. Our Jim does not sleep. He is not afraid to take chances, and we have seen him do it time and time again. So even if Dart does not come anywhere near KC, his hype could indirectly impact us by opening up deals we did not even think were possible. And here is the fun part, Chiefs Kingdom. You know Patrick Mahomes is sitting back right now, watching all this noise and probably laughing, because while other teams are desperate, trying to find that one quarterback to give them hope, Mahomes is locked in. He is healthy, he is focused, and he has got one thing on his mind: another Lombardi trophy. But do not get it twisted. That does not mean the Chiefs are standing still. No, this front office is paying attention because they know the AFC is stacked. Joe Burrow is coming back. Strong Josh Allen is always dangerous. Lamar Jackson just got Odell, another weapon. And even teams like the Jets and Dolphins are looking scary on paper. So what does that mean? It means trades are coming, and the Chiefs are not going to be left behind. Now, let us zoom in for a second and look at the landscape across the league. Already, we are hearing rumblings about wide receivers being on the block, a couple of veteran defensive stars, possibly looking for new homes, and teams trying to stack up draft picks for next year. when that quarterback class could be loaded. And here is the reality for Kansas City. The one thing we know for sure, Mahomes can win with almost anybody around him, but give him even one more weapon, and suddenly the entire league is in trouble. So do not be shocked if you see Veach pull another move, maybe for a receiver who is not happy in his current situation, maybe for a veteran corner to add depth, maybe even a sneaky running back pickup to keep defenses guessing. This is how dynasties are built, by staying one step ahead. And speaking of staying ahead, let us circle back to Dart for a second, because the reason everyone is so hyped is not just his arm talent. It is his story. People love a story of a young guy rising fast, stepping into the spotlight and proving he belongs. And that kind of energy gets fans talking. And when fans are talking, the league listens. Suddenly, his name becomes leverage in trade discussions. Suddenly, teams who were not even thinking about moving players are now considering it because they want draft picks to chase him. That is the domino effect. And that is why we are talking about him today, even as Chiefs fans, because in the NL, one big story always spills into another. Now, here is where I want to hear from you. Do you think the Chiefs should be aggressive and go after another weapon before the season gets deep? Or do you think Mahomes has everything he needs right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I read them all and I want to know where Chiefs Kingdom stands on this. But let us not ignore the other headlines across the NFL, because there is more happening than just Dart hype. We have got players coming back from injuries that could swing entire divisions. We have got coaches under pressure already. And yes, we have got the always fun drama of who is unhappy with their contract. Those stories matter because they set up the next wave of trades. To one player unhappy today is another player in a new uniform tomorrow. That is how fast things move in this league. And if you blink, you will miss it. And here is the truth. Trades are not just about filling holes on a roster. Sometimes they are about blocking another team. Sometimes they are about sending a message to the locker room. Sometimes they are about making sure your quarterback knows the front office has his back. And with Mahomes being the leader, he is. You better believe the Chiefs front office wants to make sure he feels supported. They are not going to waste a single year of his prime. So as we wrap this up, let me leave you with this thought. The trades around the NFL are just getting started. Jaxson Dart hype is shaking things up, and the Chiefs are right in the middle of it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you can bet this team is watching every move, because they know one extra piece could be the difference between just making the playoffs and raising another banner at Arrowhead. And if you have been following this team as long as I have, you know this front office does not just watch, they act. And when they do, it is usually big. So Chiefs Kingdom, stay ready, because the next few weeks could get wild. And you will hear it here first. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? This is where we break it down. We keep it simple, we keep it fun, and we keep you connected to the team you love. Hit that button, join the family, and ride with us all season long, because trust me, it is going to be a season to remember. All right, that is it for today. I am Alex. Thanks for hanging out with me. And as always, go Chiefs.